For me, I have a combination of injuries, but one that is the most bothersome is my back. And to be honest, because of my back injury, I was a bit hesitant on getting into motorcycles. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the KS Moto Cafe. Hope you guys enjoyed your week. As you can see, I'm kind of stuck in traffic here as I fight through the rush hour during a work week. And I'm on my way to downtown Victoria because I hear there's some protests going on right in front of the legislation building. And it's been going on for a long time. I just never really had the time to go downtown and check it out. And these protests are a mix of everything. Like, you got a bunch of people who are trying to protect these old growth trees on Vancouver Island that the government's trying to chop down. And then there are people who are anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers who are protesting against the government again. And then I think there are also protesters protesting against the protesters, which is just ridiculous. And based on the news, I just want to check it out for myself of how much protesting they're doing in downtown Victoria, and if it's worth a drive-by just to check it out. Now, on my way, I wanted to talk about a topic that I want to discuss for a while. And that topic of discussion is riding a motorcycle with an injury. I know that there's some motovloggers out there who's had either motorcycle accidents or injuries from other circumstances that either stops you from riding or that have to find a new way to ride their motorcycle with that injury. For me, I have a combination of injuries, but one that is the most bothersome is my back. I have a herniated disc and compressed disc on the lower back where the disc constantly, is he gonna stop? Yes. Where the disc is constantly just touching the nerve endings once in a while, and then every time it touches the nerve ending, I get this jolt of pain that just kind of paralyzes me for a couple seconds, and the pain just kind of radiates throughout my back. And other times when I'm just standing still or just doing nothing, I have this chronic back pain that's usually around the pain threshold of like 3 to a 4, and this is out of 10, where 10 is like the most excruciating pain you ever experience. So 3 to 4 is pretty uncomfortable. So I have lower back issues throughout, and then other medical issues that I have is I kind of wrecked my knee through my work, and as well I have an injury on my shoulder that I've been milking for a while. And to be honest, because of my back injury, I was a bit hesitant on getting into motorcycling because I didn't know how my body will adopt this new hobby of mine. But surprisingly, it's actually been pretty good, especially with this Sportster where it rumbles a lot. It kind of gives me this nice back massage every time it rumbles. Now, it does suck when I run over a pothole because Sportsters do not have good shocks. So I just kind of have to watch out for that. But luckily, because I have mid controls, I use my legs to lift my ass off the seat just so I can use my legs as shocks. But that's how I'm coping with it. And it's mainly the reason why I decided to go with the Cruiser as well, because it's a more laid back type of riding rather than a sport bike where you're leaning forward. And when I tried out different styles of motorcycles where if it's slightly sportier than usual where you have to lean forward just a tad bit, my lower back was hurting after that kind of ride. So for me, riding on a Cruiser where my back is straight is definitely more beneficial. And as I continue to modify my Sportster Iron 883 to accommodate my health issues, I also have installed a 4-inch riser, as you can see right here on my handlebar. So it raises the handlebar just a bit with a little bit more pullback towards me, so my back is a bit more straighter when I ride, and it is paying dividends. A couple other things that I should be doing that I don't have the funds for yet is upgrading the rear shocks. So if you guys have any suggestions on what type of rear shocks goes best with a Sportster, let me know in the comments below, because I would definitely like to know. I do not want to break the bank, but at the same time, I do want to improve on my health. But yeah, so far, riding a motorcycle has been a very good experience for me. And other than certain type of motorcycles that I tried out that, you know, obviously aggravated my back, I mean, there are certain bikes out there that will not fit your body type if you have certain limitations. Other modifications that I've been looking at for improving quality of my ride was to find a new seat for my Sportster. And if you saw my video of the Roadster seat I had installed before, it looks nice, but because the seat cushion was so hard, it actually was hurting my back quite a bit. So I changed it back to my stock stock. One of my viewers commented that I could change out the foam of the seat to make it a little bit more comfortable, and given that I already have the seat, I think I'm going to give that a shot to see if I can put some gel in it to make the bottom of the seat slightly more plush for my ass and a bit more comfortable for my back. Now we are at the heart of downtown Victoria here, and I am looking for some protesters, but it doesn't look like there are any. Kind of disappointed. Came all the way here to see some crazy rowdy signs, but it looks normal. Damn it. Maybe there's a certain area around downtown I need to go to. Now, if there's any viewers out there watching this and you are also a motorcyclist with a bit of health issues, but you found a way to accommodate that issue for your motorcycle riding, let me know in the comments below of how you did it, because, you know, my body will only get worse and I would like to know how to cope with it as I go. And if it comes down to buying a different motorcycle to make my body a little bit happier, that's something I'll have to budget for in the near future. So what I'm going to do now is ride around downtown here. You guys can continue here to watch and see if there's any protesters around, because that is the reason why I'm down here. Or if you're just curious to see what Victoria is all about. That is the legislation building. Looks pretty nice. Should pay attention to the road. I don't know too much about downtown Victoria because I don't really travel here too often, and I may have already missed the protest wave. I mean, as of last week when I was looking at the news, it seemed like the protesters were going pretty strong. They even protested in front of a hospital that blocked hospital traffic, which was pretty ballsy move. Definitely got everyone's attention, but in a negative way. Oh, so much construction. All right. Thank you, lady. Well, no protesters on this side. Let's go to the main strip. I see a horse, the carriage. Nope. Oh shit, something's on the steps though. I don't know what that is. But no protest! Damn! I am disappointed that I missed it. Damn. Sorry guys. Well, at least you guys get to see how beautiful Victoria is from my point of view. That's the Empress, where the royalty stay if they ever visit Victoria, which is the capital of British Columbia. And we're on the most southern tip of Vancouver Island if you ever want to locate and visit here. Beautiful little place. Well, let me know in the comments below on what type of injury you're riding with and how you manage to cope with it. And other than that, we'll see you next week. Ride safe, ride prepared, ride on. Peace.